The following fight is a PFL Europe regular season contest in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a kickboxing specialist and stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 156 pounds and holds a perfect professional record of 8 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Austin, Poland, the Auditor, Jakub Kaszuba! Opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestling and BJJ specialist and stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 155 pounds. In 12 professional contests, has earned a record of 10 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Turin, Italy, Radu Maxim! The referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Rich Mitchell will oversee the action. Radu Maxim in the green, Jakub Kaszuba in the gray.
Both guys are ready to go.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
Both very good wrestlers, but a very different striking style. Kaszuba a lot more technical. Maxim's got big power, but beautiful takedown right from the start for Kaszuba.
Jakub Kaszuba, he flicked the left high kick out there and then he changed levels, but look at Maxim right back to his feet.
Yeah, beautiful job using the underhook, get back to his knees. But Kaszuba again, who's pressing the action, looking for the takedown.
As I said, there's a real intensity about Radu Maxim, and you could see. Oh!
Beautiful!
What?
Wow! You kidding me?
It's over.
Oh, wow.
Sacrifice throw there from Radu Maxim, taking risks early.
Radu Maxim Airlines. Man, beautiful.
He's so dangerous with the body lock. Now he's on a single leg. You can see him drawing that leg in. Kaszuba's trying to sprawl out here. Steps over the back foot.
Beautiful way to catch the leg.
Maxim changes direction, draws Kaszuba back over his own left leg.
See if he can get to the back. Good job from Kaszuba on the defense here.
Get that knee right in there. Watch that leg.
Just over a minute gone in this fight, and there's already been a lot of energy expended from both of these fighters.
I feel like Maxim's going to pull out something else here. He's using that shin as a guard across the leg of Kaszuba right now, but that doesn't mean he can't turn it into a takedown.
And Kaszuba now knows that there's not a single second he can lose focus in the clinch. So Maxim's going to make the most of that.
Radu Maxim keeps letting his right arm and now his left come up over on that overhook position. A lot of times that's a surrender from people, but not from Radu Maxim. He's using that overhook to try and set up throws. This time Kaszuba
setting something up, but Kaszuba used it against him. Now he's in a very dominant position with Maxim against the fence.
Lay it on, watch your left arm.
I expect Maxim to use the fence in a moment to scramble back to his feet, but for Kaszuba in this position is going to be really difficult to budge.
Hey, hip in strong, Watch that butterfly. There you go.
Good job by Maxim, holding Kaszuba close to him. Kaszuba can't really explode this way. Kaszuba is a lot bigger, man. I wonder how much he weighs right now. He's a big lightweight.
Not a comfortable position here for Maxim with his head crammed up against the fence like that.
And now
Wow.
Jakub Kaszuba
Stay away from the back of his head there, Jakub.
flattening Radu Maxim out.
I think Kaszuba is trying to move him away from the fence. I feel Maxim wants to use it. We're in a naked choke position here for Kaszuba.
He's almost losing
Body lock, body triangle for Kaszuba. He's flattening Maxim out with it. That hurts.
That was a thudding short punch from the side, and now he says,
Get Radu Maxim
behind the head.
grimacing and in trouble here. Switches to the short choke.
and he's got it!
Jakub Kaszuba stays undefeated.
At 3 minutes and 18 seconds of round number 1. declaring your winner via submission to a rear naked choke and securing their place in the PFL Europe playoffs, Jakub Kaszuba!
With a perfect record of 14 victories without a single defeat. He weighed in at 159.5 pounds. This man is a two-time PFL Europe lightweight champion. He represents Austin, Poland. He is the auditor, Jakub Kaszuba.
Fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready? Fight!
Southpaw stands for Kosio.
Nice and tight and tucked up in boxing range. You can see those boxing skills of Jakub Kaszuba. It's the power that his opponent's going to be feeling when those punches land. You see he's very heavily muscled. He wants to punch his way into range and then get his hands on his opponent. Ooh, that was a good low kick. That's going to give Kosio confidence. You can see him just loosen his shoulders up after that shot landed.
Took the feet right out from under.
Oh, big right hand.
And look at Jakub Kaszuba, a little bag work onto the midsection of Sergio Kosio early.
Yeah, that was good work to the body. Kaszuba tries to dig an underhook. It's a shallow one at the moment. Hammer fist with the other hand. Nice reversal on the takedown. Good balance there. Kosio goes for the trip. Jakub Kaszuba recovers and lands on top. He's going to have to deal with that butterfly hook though of Kosio because he's going to try and elevate. Here he goes.
We've seen a lot of this from Jakub Kaszuba. Top pressure, big control, forcing his strength and size to be a factor in the fight. Big left hand there from the top. Well done by Jakub Kaszuba. Ate a hammer fist off Kosio.
Yeah, good steady pressure here. Kosio trying to recover his guard. Back to butterfly guard, which means he can start scrambles again. But of course, Jakub Kaszuba, you can see he's already hooked under the knee. He's going to try and flatten his opponent out again. Heavy in this top position, good at floating his hips to the side instead of getting swept.
Watch that overhook. Busca la manera, media mariposa.
Kosio now using the fence to get back to his feet. He's got to watch those knees.
Well timed by Kaszuba, made sure that his opponent was back on his feet before he threw that knee. Drives another one into the belly of Sergio Kosio.
Over the top. Big turn, let's keep the feet open for me, Kuba, a little bit, please. Big turn right here.
Exchanging body lock positions now. Kaszuba turns, has his opponent back against the fence. I think he's going to try for another takedown in a moment. I can hear the corner calling for elbows.
Make sure you're catching that ear.
Kaszuba committing now to a takedown, gets the lift. Good balance by Kosio. 2 minutes left in round number one.
Good ribs, good knee to the body there. That hurts him.
Very good knees from the clinch position by Kaszuba.
There's the level change. Can he get both legs? Can he get his hands together? No, he comes back up to a body lock. Again to the body.
In deep on the double now, body lock now.
You heard it. Kosio crying out almost with the big exhale when the knee drives into his body.
And this is still the first round as well. I mean, even if he gets to the bell, that midsection is going to be softened up for the second and third round. And it won't return to normal. You never really recover from a body shot until after the fight, in my opinion. And there's a good takedown. Scrambles to a front headlock, flattens his opponent out.
Cow catcher by Kaszuba to secure the takedown in top position. Kosio to core position, trying to find his way to his feet. Kaszuba hammer fisting away.
Kosio starting to wilt.
Right hand going to work here for Jakub Kaszuba, who still has 30 seconds in round number 1.
Kimura attempt by Kosio, trying to use it as a scramble.
Yeah, look at the leg hook by Kaszuba though to keep him above his opponent.
He did a great job of staying in position there.
Really good awareness.
Kaszuba just chipping away.
And you can see in these final seconds why he has been undefeated to this point in his mixed martial arts career. He secures the position, but then as soon as he does, he goes back on the attack.
Fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready? Fight!
Underway now at Boardwalk Hall. Kennedy Smith is in the corner of Jakub Kaszuba with his coach.
Gene, what did you tell Jakub between the rounds?
To do exactly what he's doing, let his hands go, and use that combinations more, body head. Keep off the jab with everything. Yeah.
Big left
liking what you're
hand.
seeing.
Beautiful. Yeah, he's doing just what we planned. Everything we told him to do, he's doing.
Thanks.
Great work from coach in the corner. Great work from Kennedy. Kosio now trying to squeeze on this guillotine.
Tough to do from the half guard position. He almost had the full guard. We could have maybe put some pressure on that neck, but Kaszuba doing a great job of stepping over that one leg and not giving him the full guard.
Yeah, look at Jakub using his left hand across the midsection. He's across the waist. Really clever work there. Landed a few shots. Kosio's let go of that guillotine. Ouch. Good crack to the face.
Even in short range, Kaszuba able to generate some decent power. These little hacking strikes.
Watch for those knees to the body. Oh, lets him out.
Brought the left hook upstairs on the exit. Now tries an elbow.
This is a catch weight of 160, and I can see the additional 5 pounds on Jakub Kaszuba's frame. He's managed to put it entirely on his shoulders somehow. I mean, come on. He just doesn't look like he's built like a lightweight, does he?
But you can see it if we go back to a position where they're pressing against the cage. The spread of Jakub Kaszuba's lats will make Sergio Kosio completely disappear.
Kosio's in trouble. Kosio's in trouble here.
He lost balance. I don't know if the left leg was hurt there. Jakub Kaszuba onto the back with one hook, but Kosio wrestles to top position.
That was clever wrestling. There's the underhook there for Kaszuba. He's pulled it out. Looks like he might try and turn to his knees. He's got to be cautious here that he doesn't give his back. Drag back for Kosio.
Stand up attempt by Kaszuba. Kosio sucks him back. Puts him back on the mat. Back to quarters by Kaszuba.
Man, is Kaszuba getting tired?
He is. He's definitely starting to feel a little bit more winded here, just past the halfway point of the fight. And this is where the experience of Kosio can become a big problem, because he's been in that fatigue situation before.
Nice.
Good work putting the waist there by Kaszuba. Dragged his left arm across the waistline. Was able to square himself back up. That was a good moment though for Kosio.
It's almost like Kosio fell off the back and allowed him to turn into him. Ooh, big body shot.
Kaszuba trying to control the leg of Kosio, slowing the scramble down. He's going to follow him back up to the feet. I would expect knees to the midsection again. Nice turn out by Kosio into a tight clinch. Both of these guys tired, but man, Kaszuba's now slowed down a lot.
Yeah, big deep breath by Kosio there too.
Kaszuba's got some swelling underneath his right eye.
Heavy arms as well, and he took that body kick.
Another body kick there from Kosio. I think it's starting to smell a little blood in the water.
Yeah, Kasuba's now starting to look like he's... I mean, the good thing is...
Oh, right hand stumbles Kosio.
The good thing is he's put a lot of work in the first round and most of the way through this round, so Kosio's tired as well. But of course, Kosio carrying less muscle mass and having more experience, he might be able to shake this off and regroup in the third round and cause Kaszuba some real issues on the feet. Ouch, good body kick. Kasuba's got to defend those kicks.
Kick off balance, Kaszuba there now. Gripping the hips of Sergio Kosio. Kosio wrapping his left arm around the neck.
Nice little knee in transition there by Kosio.
Kasuba's turtled now and he's covering. Kosio landing a few shots to close out the second round. Looks like he might finish on the back as well. It's a good statement for the referee, for the judges, sorry.
Kaszuba tries to wrestle, at least gets to more of a neutral position before the round ends in Jakub Kaszuba's corner, especially his coach telling him you had him hurt and then you shot in, wanting him to recognize that moment where he landed the right hand and then closed the distance. Kosio kicks the legs out from under Jakub Kaszuba and then drives his foot into the midsection.
Yeah, something else that was acknowledged in the corner of Kaszuba is that he is tough. Like, we've got to respect the toughness of Kosio, because if you try too hard to finish him, you're going to gash yourself out because he is so durable.
Big moment in the fight right here. Kaszuba trying to wrestle his way out of some trouble after that second leg kick. Took his feet out from under him again.
Kosio did exactly what you said, Danny. Regrouped. He looks to be the pressure fighter right now.
Right. And the confidence that he's going to have as well from seeing someone that was so tough and strong in the first round now start to fade in front of him. If I'm Kosio, I'm getting nothing but confidence from this wilting of my opponent.
Yep.
It's almost like a second gas tank that you get from it, the excitement of all
the energy that guy's not got.
Question is, do you need a finish if you're Sergio Kosio?
Oh, I think you might get it here if he keeps throwing with these punches. Look at the swelling on Kasuba's cheekbone. I like those kicks as well. I mean, I've seen some blood on the knee. I'm not sure whether that's from Kosio or from...
Nice little left shot there.
Kaszuba almost went down.
Yeah, look at the damage on Kosio's shin from those kicks.
It might be from that mat. Crawling and...
I think it's that inside low kick that's destabilized Kaszuba a couple of times, put him on the canvas. It looks like a cut on the shin from that kick specifically.
Kaszuba just missed with the right hand there. Kosio able to drift outside of range, block a head kick.
That body kick is really good for Kosio. Oh, and he level changes. Wow. I think that might be a miscalculation.
Not understanding the strategy here for Sergio Kosio. This is definitely something that could allow a little reprieve here for Jakub Kaszuba. Not if he gives up his back though.
He just seemed like he was kind of having his way a little bit with Kaszuba, whereas in these grappling exchanges, Kasuba's got such good technique and basics that even when he's tired, he's still doing the right things. Look, wrestling himself into a safer position. Half a round to go. You can hear the corner of Kosio screaming at him. They must know how close this fight is for him to win.
There you go.
I mean, look at the grit of Jakub Kaszuba. He is...
Now turn him. Him again.
He's burning the very last of that gas tank here with 2 minutes left.
Strike off of that.
Trying to stay in control of this fight.
Shoot too much, buddy.
In on a takedown again.
Come on, Kuba. You got less than 2 minutes.
Doesn't have the steam to finish it though. He can't even build up on that single leg. Now Kosio working on that tie clinch.
Nice elbow by Kosio.
Look at
combination inside by Kaszuba.
Let your hands go, Kuba. Let it go. Let it go.
now Kosio.
Little shoe shine.
Yeah, a little shoe shine combination. Tries that kick to the body again. And then wrestles. Here's a takedown now for Kosio.
Kasuba's got to build up here. If I'm Kosio, I'm happy to stay in this position and land as many shots as I can. Did he take the back again? The awareness of Kaszuba for the hooks, the back taking is very, very clever. Even if he's tired, he's going to be able to feel his opponent moving there. We might try and whizzer.
Tell you what, if I was either of these guys, I would not trust the judges' scorecards at all after what we saw in the last fight.
That's a good point. Kosio with his foot on the calf, hanging on his opponent, staying on the back. Can he stay top position in these last 20 seconds? That would be a statement, but Kasuba's building up. Oh,
nice little scramble. Looked like a dog chasing his tail there.
Good work by Kosio to really fight his way back into this battle.
I mean, he was hurt badly to the body in round number 1, and now he's got Kaszuba on the retreat as we hear the final bell. Here's our post-fight stats. Brought to you by Element. Jakub Kaszuba had the 4 takedowns. He landed 84 of the strikes that he threw. Sergio Kosio came on late in this fight. Man, tough. Tough one to judge. PFL AI gave it to Kaszuba. The verdict fan score agrees. The official scorecards are with Greg Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds, we turn to the judges' scorecards, where all 3 judges scored the fight 29-28 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Jakub Kaszuba!
Kaszuba hangs on in that 3rd round. He had a strong first round. It was a close second, but I don't think...
A perfect, undefeated record of 12 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Olsztyn, Poland, he is the 2023 PFL Europe Lightweight Champion, the Auditor, Jakub Kaszuba! Referee in charge, Dan Mulahedi.
Judge, timekeeper.
Skatitsi's in the white trunks. Kaszuba's in the black. Winner moves on to face Connor Hughes in Lyon, France on December 14th.
Round number 1. Ready, have fun.
Southpaw stance for Skatitsi. Does have the knee sleeve on that lead leg. Good knee to the midsection.
Yeah, that was nice. Be interested to see if Skatitsi decides he wants to defend this takedown or try and reverse it in the scramble. He has fantastic grappling, but we know what Jakub Kaszuba's wrestling and jiu-jitsu is like.
Nice work by Skatitsi to put Jakub Kaszuba up against the barrier here.
Yeah, good effort with the outside reach, but Jakub Kaszuba was able to power his leg out of it.
And you can see in this clinch when Jakub Kaszuba's got his back to the camera just how physical he is, how broad and muscular he is in this weight class.
I like this from Skatitsi. Good to see him open up with his striking here.
We talked about inspiration from his sister. It was an adjustment between the first and second round where Valentina decided to be more aggressive.
Oh, what a level change. Set up with the jab, feinted it, threw it out in front of his opponent's face, level changed underneath, and he's got the leg here. But you can see Skatitsi standing high up against the fence, gets his leg free and is able to turn Kaszuba. Goes for the outside reap again. Oh, that was a good short knee.
Excellent recognition from Jakub Kaszuba to see that Skatici was hanging his head a little bit outside, a little bit low.
Kicks off the fence there, Skatici. Skatici going to try and get out of this position here, maybe. Landing some good knees here, but you can feel Kaszuba digging those underhooks and trying to pull him in. Some dirty boxing there from Skatici. And again with the knee from Kaszuba.
Jakub Kaszuba just recognizing every opportunity to throw something that might change this fight.
I guess it makes sense given the fact that he's, he is an auditor in his day job, but everything he does, he's so calculated.
And truly a student of the mixed martial arts. He's been doing martial arts since he was 7. He started in Taekwondo and then boxing, then kickboxing, wrestling, more boxing. And obviously now successful here, undefeated as a pro in mixed martial arts. Scrambles back to the feet.
That was a good takedown attempt there, but Kaszuba recognized straight away, scrambled back to his feet.
Put your fingers right in the gloves. Fingers out of the gloves.
Roughly 90 seconds left in this first round, and Daniela Skatici doing a really good job keeping himself in a strong position against the cage. Remaining upright when Jakub Kaszuba tries for these takedowns. Dan, it's not often that Jakub Kaszuba finds somebody else dictating where a fight is happening. He's often the leader here.
Right? It's not very often that someone seems physically as strong as him, but then you've got to wonder whether Skatici's using a lot of strength to compete. That was a lovely knee on the inside, but I like this dirty boxing from Skatici. You wonder whether the physical strength of Skatici is more taxing on him than he is on Kaszuba. That's where not only do you have to be strong, but you have to be physically conditioned to maintain a pace. And this has been a grueling 4.5 minutes so far. Both of these guys have utilized a lot of physical strength.
Good dirty boxing again from both men. Skatici working his right hand to the body. Kaszuba with the short hooks to the outside. Final few seconds of round 1. Another knee from Kaszuba. Jakub Kaszuba in the black trunks coming out aggressive. Landing early against Daniela Skatici.
That was a lovely opening combination. Cross to the body, hook to the head. Oh, and again with the shot to the body and then head. They drive into the clinch, and I think we're going to see a lot of grappling attempts here from Skatici, given the fact that Kaszuba's opened up so aggressive in this first round. Got those double underhooks. Needs to try and get behind one of the legs of Kaszuba. He's had the outside position before and was able to lift the leg, but he didn't have the double underhooks like he does now. If he goes back to that technique, he may be able to destabilize him and finally ground Kaszuba, put his shoulders on the mat.
Good knee to the midsection from Jakub Kaszuba. Left then right.
Digs another underhook in. Oh, and that was a good level change. You can see Skatici's got a good... He's talking to us outside here.
Strong work though from Skatici. Excellent balance and strength. Even after Kaszuba with that sneaky move dropped all the way down, hands locked behind the hips. Daniela Skatici shrugs him back up to a standing position, and once again Jakub Kaszuba trying for the lift. This time he gets it.
Skatici looking to build himself up against the fence. Kaszuba staying heavy on those hips. He's reaching for the far side arm. Tries to stop Skatici popping up, but he's still able to get up, and he gives a hook.
Right to the face. Don't even think about choking. Just punch him in the face. Let's go. Punch.
Makes it far more problematic for Skatici. Now he really needs to free that right leg of his. You see him fighting the hands, fighting the wrists. He's back to his feet. How long will it last?
Right on his right shoulder. Right on his right shoulder. Back turn. There you go. There you go.
Hughes watching on. See who his opponent will be December 14th in Lyon, France. Skatici tried to roll out. Little Granby, nothing doing.
We have to remember Skatici's got very good leg locks as well. In these kind of circumstances, there's nothing stopping him rolling through if he feels like he can isolate one of those legs. This is better from him though, back to his feet. Will he break and strike here? Or does he try for his own takedown? Kaszuba just looks so strong physically in this position, as well as having all the technique to support that strength. Here's the outside read. Can he get it this time?
Got it deeper momentarily than we've seen so far in the fight. Shrugged off by Jakub Kaszuba.
Kaszuba's going to try and work his way off the fence here. Oh, he level changes again. He goes wide though, which allows... Oh, we got a guillotine attempt here.
Kaszuba steps all the way over.
Could be looking at a Von Flue if he doesn't get that arm free. Might recover guard here. Good effort by Skatici to keep threatening. He needs to be busy off his back though. Good kickoff, but he exposes his back. Can he defend his rear naked choke? Great work, turning back into his opponent, dragging himself onto that single leg.
The neck was threatened very momentarily, and Skatici powered all the way through, back to a standing position.
Coming up to the last 30 seconds in this middle round. You got to feel like Kaszuba's had the better positions in this round. Maybe landed some of the better shots as well. That was a lovely uppercut and a good knee.
10 more seconds here, coming in round at number 2. Sneaky uppercut from Jakub Kaszuba, who tries another knee after. To round 3 we go. One more round here in a lightweight semifinal. Winner moves on to face Connor Hughes in Lyon, France. Jakub Kaszuba is in the black, last year's champion for PFL Europe. Daniela Skatici in the white.
I think Jakub's intentionally trying to show us some of his striking here. That was a nice calf kick as well. There's a level change. Next tangled up again. Can Skatici do something with it?
Kaszuba gets his head out, presses against the cage. Knee to the midsection and a beautiful short uppercut. Skatici bowls right through it. Oh, he tried the push kick, ate a right hand for the efforts, and there's another short uppercut from Kaszuba.
Good effort there from Skatici, but Kaszuba landed a few shots of his own on the break. Wraps the guillotine again, but Kaszuba feels the danger, pops his head out. Nice uppercut attempt there from Skatisi, trying to catch Kaszuba as he was level changing.
Watch your heads, gentlemen. Watch your heads, please.
Jakub Kaszuba goes in and out with a brief combination, finishes with that knee to the midsection. Skatisi now trying to build some combinations on the outside. Once again, chest to chest.
Kaszuba slowing down a little bit here, do you think? Or is he just getting a brief respite before the second half of this round kicks in, do you think?
Well, it's been a grueling pace in those first 2 rounds. There's a lot of that cage wrestling, which isn't always the most exciting for the fans, but as you know, Dan, can be the most taxing of any fight method. And a lot of that was dictated by Daniela Skatisi, which is not something that Jakub Kaszuba is accustomed to.
Can he finish this takedown? Posture's broken here. Now he comes back up to a body lock position. Just over 2 minutes to go. And again with the punches on the break from Skatisi.
Combination for Kaszuba misses as Skatisi retreats. This time he finishes to the body.
For the first time, I feel Kasuba's just looking a little bit laboured. Like loses his balance a tiny bit. I feel like Skatisi's probably having his best round so far.
Now Skatisi trying to get down onto the hips and achieve a lift here.
Oh man,
he got the lift, but the balance and that little judo leg of Jakub Kaszuba negates whatever energetic takedown attempt Daniela Skatisi can try to put together.
Coming into the last minute, Kaszuba level changes on a single leg. Can he finish this one? He's back on 2 legs now, trying to get his hands together. This is what secured him the takedown last time, and Skatisi's just dragged to the floor momentarily.
Gives up his back temporarily. Now trying to roll forward.
There's a knee to the body there for Skatisi.
Wasn't able to throw it as Kaszuba builds back to both feet.
Had 2 very evenly matched fights in this lightweight bracket.
Titi exposed the back here. Kaszuba not able to put a submission attempt together. Boxing on the inside from Skatisi and back to chest. Final 10 seconds of this semi-final fight. Both fighters swing away to the final bell. And there's the end of it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards. One of the judges saw this bout 30-27. The other 2, 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And facing Connor Hughes in the championship, Jakub Kaszuba!
Still undefeated, Jakub Kaszuba. Still in the hunt for a 2nd straight PFL Europe Championship. Valiant effort by Daniela Skatisi. Mitchell in the green, Kaszuba in the gray. Stefan Struve is back. Sean O'Connell and Dan Hardy also here on the broadcast desk. Touch of the gloves and we're underway. The Irish crowd loving John Mitchell.
Man, I just do not know how this fight's going to play out. They're both so well-rounded and so skilled. The conditioning is evident on both of them. John Mitchell doing a good job of managing the range.
We're going to see a lot more striking out of Mitchell this time. The takedowns was what he was working with in his last 2 fights, but Kaszuba is incredibly strong. The jab is going to be really important for Mitchell in this fight.
Nice leg kick there from John Mitchell. And we saw in Kaszuba's last fight against 2 He really turned the tide with his gas tank. A couple of left hands from that sort of low, crouching guard for Kaszuba, changing the angle.
Kaszuba's almost standing like he's expecting Mitchell to level change. Looks like he's waiting to defend the takedown. I know Mitchell's been working really hard on his boxing, finishing up this training camp, sparring with Brendan Loughnane, Conor McGregor. You've got to think that's going to really add to his confidence in this striking range.
Kaszuba, completely different striker though. Tries to get over the top with those powerful overhands.
Another sharp kick, already redness showing on the outside of Jakub Kaszuba's lead leg. Kaszuba kind of content to circle around the outside of the smart cage.
Just kind of picking at the face of Kaszuba. Lovely level change there from Kaszuba, but what a takedown defended. Gives the Matador symbol.
Little styling from John Mitchell. He goes after that lead leg again, putting a lot on those kicks as well. There's that left jab. The angle it's coming from Kaszuba is causing Mitchell problems in defending it.
Yeah, it's really unusual because he's traveling forward with his feet. He's actually changing his stance as he steps through. John Mitchell's doing a good job of giving him the space to express that technique without taking...
Kaszuba tries to wrestle out of this.
Kaszuba might have just been able to recover there for a second.
Wow, front kick to the face, dropped him.
Great job by the referee of letting this go.
Mitchell now doing the right thing, trying to earn a separation here. He knows he's got Kaszuba hurt.
Good head position here from Mitchell. Surely he's going to break and want to strike here. Kaszuba needs to hang on. He needs to clear his head. He looks foggy still.
Sharp knee to the midsection from Mitchell, who now is engaging in this cage wrestling.
He should try to frame and create distance to go back to striking like he's doing right now. There's the front kick again, but this time to the body.
Kaszuba still looks shaky to me. That lead leg still got damage on it as well. Unstable on his base. Goes back to the lead leg.
Yeah, attacked it again.
Mitchell's looking phenomenal on his feet tonight.
Goes to the high kick. Blocked by Kaszuba. Now Kaszuba blitzes forward, but Mitchell's having none of it.
And the damage that he's done to the lead leg is making it difficult for Kaszuba to travel forward with his punches. Struggles to put weight on that lead leg, as you can see.
There it is again, man. The front kick this time from the rear leg, and now straight right hands. He's got Kaszuba frozen, backing up with the uppercut. And he falls into this clinch. Mitchell's gonna have to frame out, work his way back to the center.
40 seconds left. Serious first round for John Mitchell. May even be a 10-8 on some scorecards.
Now Kaszuba tests the high kick. Mitchell tries to go hammer at that lead leg again, gets himself spun around.
Kaszuba lost the first round in Paris against Dylan Tuke, but came back really strong in the second and third round. So,
good point, Stefan. Very good point.
Final 10 seconds.
We know he's got that toughness and staying power to make this a long, hard fight.
John Mitchell in the green, Jakub Kaszuba blitzing forward in the gray.
That lead leg is seriously compromised from Kaszuba. The way that he's standing, he's opening that center channel for the front kick again.
And that's obviously a weapon that Mitchell has liked from this training camp, maybe from the tape study he did on Jakub Kaszuba. Now Kaszuba grabbing this clinch, trying to dirty box. Mitchell shrugs it off.
Stay sharp!
Well, the thing that's worth noting as well, if I'm looking at this from Mitchell's perspective, as Kaszuba's moving to his side, he's moving to his right, he's crossing his feet, which is not ideal, especially with damage on the lead leg. This is what we saw from Diego Braga in his first fight against Jesus Pinedo.
Mitchell engaging in the clinch here. There's the uppercut again, but good block by Kaszuba. Mitchell needs to get that jab back popping. Everything happens from that jab.
That's a risky punch John Mitchell just threw. Started a combination with the rear uppercut. There it is again.
The uppercut worked real well for him in the first round, but you gotta lead it in with the jab. How would you give Kaszuba the opportunity to counter like he's done now?
Now John Mitchell pressing into the barrier here.
Good head positioning here by John Mitchell.
Nice work with that shoulder strike. And he gets clear again.
Good strikes by Kaszuba there.
Set the uppercut up with a jab this time, goes back to the front kick.
There it is again. Kaszuba being much more careful with his own lead leg now. The rear uppercut. Mitchell's loving it right now.
There's the power from Kaszuba.
Good knee to the body from Kaszuba there.
This is exactly what he did in the fight in Paris against Dylan Tuke. Started wearing on Tuke. Those arms are getting heavier then.
Yes, absolutely. And this would be a benefit for him into the later rounds. Oh, nice knee.
He's got Mitchell. Oh, he's going down. Kaszuba pounding away.
Mitchell trying to build back up here. Referee giving him a moment to recover, but Kaszuba's coming up strong.
He's flattening him out and just pouring on the deck. There is the knockout victory. Jakub Kaszuba with the comeback for a European championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a halt to the action at 3 minutes and 7 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner via TKO and 2023 PFL Europe lightweight champion, Jakub Kaszuba!
Is in the red trunks. Natan Schultz is in the green.
Are you ready? Welcome. Fight!
Schultz opens things up with a high kick attempt. He's very active with his legs, both in the striking and in these grappling exchanges. You'll see him with exactly that, the trips, the step across, the judo. Schultz immediately onto the back of Jakub Kaszuba.
Yeah, that was really fast work. Exposed the back immediately. Kaszuba's getting back to his feet. He's going to try and scrape his opponent off his back using the cage if he can get his shoulder to it. Look at the strength though of both of these guys, and they're not holding anything back here either. Kaszuba builds back up. Two-time PFL Europe winner. Really fought some tough competition over there as well, but this is definitely a step up. Natan Schultz so smooth with his grappling transitions.
Dan, it seems clear to me that part of the Schultz game plan was to not let Kaszuba get out ahead. In a lot of fights, he's able to dictate the pace, he's able to dictate where and how the fight happens. Right now, he's defensive with Natan Schultz climbing on his back, continually tossing and trying to off-balance Jakub Kaszuba.
I think at any point you allow Jakub Kaszuba to get ahead, and that strength and power starts to really set in and become his advantage. And of course, Natan Schultz is weight cutting to get down to this limit, but Jakub Kaszuba just very physically, you know, it's just a lot of him, and there's no wasted weight on him either.
I mean, you saw in the tail of the tape that the numbers said there's only an inch difference between these guys, and that there's no real significant poundage between them. Well, that's on weigh-in day. When it comes to the rehydration, I would imagine that Jakub Kaszuba is maybe 10 pounds heavier than Natan Schultz on fight day.
As long as Natan Schultz keeps this cycle going, though, that weight, that muscularity is going to work against Jakub Kaszuba because he's got to fuel that muscle to keep working. And if he's on the back foot defending, he's not doing it on his terms. Great work by Natan Schultz. Lovely movement around his opponent.
It's been almost 3 years away for Natan Schultz, and so far not showing any signs of rust, which is a testament to the training that he's still been doing in his off seasons. Halfway through round one, Schultz thought better of getting both hooks in as Jakub Kaszuba worked back to his feet.
We're half a round in, and that's 6 takedowns already. Great defensive work by Jakub Kaszuba, though. I mean, I can't think I've ever seen anybody under this kind of wrestling pressure so early on in the fight. Oh, guillotine attempt.
Tight, Kaszuba's having to address it, trying to press down on that left wrist, left hand. He'll crown his head out here if he can keep pushing.
Yeah, it looks like it's under his chin and not across his neck.
Kaszuba able to get the head out, and that's where that flapping guillotine can be such a risk, because now Natan Schultz has Jakub Kaszuba on top of him for almost 2 minutes.
And then this is where the size of Jakub Kaszuba can start to work to his advantage.
Thudding shots to the left side of Schultz midsection. Kaszuba passes to half guard. Underhook here for Schultz, good work. Schultz trying to get his butterflies in.
Jakub Kaszuba losing his shorts here. You see, he's got his diamond cup on though, he's got his equipment in place.
Big knee up the midsection. Nice work by Schultz. Spent about a minute underneath Jakub Kaszuba. Didn't really take too much damage.
Now Kaszuba in on a takedown. That's a deep high crotch that he's on. Can he lift here? Natan Schultz doing a good job of getting his underhook to defend. Pace has slowed a little bit now. 30 seconds to go in the first round.
Now Schultz steps back with a jab. Good hook from Jakub Kaszuba. Elbow from Schultz as he crashes in.
Look how close they're standing as well. I mean, Schultz is right inside boxing range. It's a very uncomfortable range for a lot of people to fight in.
He loves that phone booth fight. We've seen plenty of it. He's had 17 bouts inside the PFL cage. End of round one. Welcome back, Natan Schultz. There's already been 9 takedowns.
Crazy.
Excuse me, 9 takedown attempts, 8 successful takedowns in the fight through 1 round.
Yeah, 7-1. Big strikes early on. Natan Schultz going to the body well. Jakub Kaszuba level changing. Interesting work from the corner, the American top team corner, telling Schultz to ignore the guillotine. It's not going to happen. It's a good way of wasting energy, guillotine, especially when you've got someone that's got good sub-defense.
Beautiful dirty boxing here for Jakub Kaszuba, punishing Natan Schultz for grabbing a hold of him.
Kaszuba digs an underhook. Yeah, good boxing on the inside here. Natan Schultz really just trying to focus on grappling, not returning any of these strikes. Solid knees as well. Look at the strikes landed, 62-10 for Jakub Kaszuba. Wrestling on one side of the equation, striking on the other. Good uppercut hook by Kaszuba.
And now you'll see Natan Schultz get the strikes going. Couple of kicks. Oh! Overhand right, left hand from Jakub Kaszuba. Partially blocked by Schultz, who then grabs a hold with another underhook. ShopTakedownShop.com, official apparel sponsor of the PFL. Scan the QR code on your screen now.
Nice knee from Jakub Kaszuba there as he defends the takedown. Schultz quite happy to stay in this smothering range. Not really returning a great deal as far as strikes go. Oh, that was a good body kick though.
Nice jab behind it as well for Schultz. Well, we've seen the judges tonight here at UPMC. They've rewarded this kind of pressure.
You've got to think though, at this stage, I don't think Schultz striking enough to keep this even. He's not having enough success with his wrestling in this round so far. Good knee to the leg there by Schultz. Already halfway into the fight. Both these guys feeling it. Another good uppercut hook by Kaszuba. I'd like to see him try and get his shoulders off the fence. Now he circles. Let's see if he can get some space here. Solid knees to the body.
Continued forward pressure from Natan Schultz, but your point is well made, Dan. He's absorbing a lot of strikes, mostly to the midsection, a couple of uppercuts sneaking through as well.
We've got 18 to 81 shots landed in favor of Jakub Kaszuba at the moment. Another good uppercut, but that was a good elbow. That was the best strike from Schultz so far.
It landed just kind of over the ear of Kaszuba, and you saw his legs get wobbly there for a second.
Just for a moment, his legs buckled. It was a nice close-range elbow. I wonder if Schultz realized it hurt him with that. Solid knee to the body, uppercut by Jakub Kaszuba. Just chipping away at his opponent. Got to be cautious of that elbow though.
And you can hear the American Top Team corner calling for Schultz to give himself some space and throw another elbow. More good uppercuts, dirty boxing from Jakub Kaszuba. Former South Florida Gold Gloves champion before his MMA career.
Steady work here though by Kaszuba. It's interesting, his corner team just shouted go now. I wonder if they're planning on picking the pace up towards the ends of the rounds like he did in the first. 103 strikes landed now by Jakub Kaszuba compared to 25 by Schultz. No takedowns scored this round though for either fighter.
Schultz tried a knee.
Another good elbow.
Kaszuba tried one. And now Natan Schultz wobbling a bit. 30 seconds left in round two.
Another good knee. Kaszuba's just chipping away here. I think he's taken this round quite comfortably with the amount of damage he's done. I think Schultz landed a couple of good strikes, but he's been outworked for the most part. The only thing that's going to work against Kaszuba is that he's the one with his back against the fence.
I 100% agree with you. The optics are always hard to guess with judges, though. You can't trust it when your back is against the cage, when you're moving backwards, even if you are landing more.
Got a pair of deltoids between them, these boys, haven't they? Got the shoulders on them.
Right to work they go, neither shy about stepping deep into range.
And that was a nice overhand. I like these short power punches that Kaszuba's throwing. He's keeping them very tight to his body as he's pitching them. Lovely jab. You can see that. Oh, almost hit with the elbow.
Yeah, big swing and a miss with the elbow. Schultz now attacking with the calf kicks. A little late in the fight to bank those.
You can see that Golden Glove discipline with his striking, can't you?
It's got to be one of the most frustrating things about fighting Jakub Kaszuba. I mean, he's used his wrestling so much and his physicality and his size, but when you are at range with him and you are striking, his frame is so good, his discipline is so precise. Schultz likes a little bit more of a chaotic fight. We've seen it several times in past fights. Their calf kick again from the Brazilian.
He loves a high-pressure fight as well, doesn't he? He really likes to squeeze his opponents and force them to work at ranges that they don't want. Those shoulders of Jakub Kaszuba must be burning right now.
Well, we've seen Kaszuba in the past fight from the brink of exhaustion all the way to victory. Schultz is trying to press the pace. Maybe miscalculation there from Natan as he swung big, missed, and ended up with Kaszuba behind him.
This is a good position for Kaszuba. Nice little pop as well. You can clearly see, though, that he has a lot of respect for Natan Schultz. He knows the pedigree of Natan Schultz, the work that he's put in over the years. And Kaszuba's coming very well prepared for this pace. That was a good uppercut hook.
Schultz starting to wear down a little bit. Some of these strikes coming slower, sloppier.
I like that front kick to the body. Such good cage control, though, even though he's eating these jabs as he's moving in. It's such a dominant look for him, isn't it?
Well, this Terminator style, I mean, it's vintage Natan Schultz. We've seen it so many times, and so many fighters have wilted under the pressure, especially in these final couple of minutes. Jakub Kaszuba with a big breath, but then right back to that shell and the jab behind it.
Lovely roll out under that right hook. And this pace is constant.
That short right uppercut has been the best punch for Jakub Kaszuba when Schultz forces a clinch. Now a long right hand and a couple of jabs. And there it is again. He places it so well, Dan.
Kaszuba's one strike off 150 landed. Very accurate. Good discipline with his energy as well. Just peppering Natan Schultz as he's moving forward. Lovely uppercut again. Schultz still in the pocket, right, pushing forward. 60 strikes landed for Schultz now. Still no takedowns after the first round. Can he get one here? Is he going to spend the energy trying? I think one of these guys is going to need a burst of energy in these last 90 seconds. Good knee. Nice counter hook from Kaszuba. There's the uppercut again. Sean snaps the head back.
Short hook there from Kaszuba. Schultz keeps him on the back foot.
Tries for the knee. Head movement by Kaszuba again. Rolls out. Uses his footwork. Goes for the high kick. Good coverage by Schultz, though. Into the last minute, Sean. I'd love to know what the corners are feeling about the scorecards.
It's so hard to know because, like you mentioned, they do not have these Cagenomics numbers.
Good knee by Schultz. Jakub Kaszuba with a little swelling under one of his eyes.
What an unfamiliar feeling this must be for Jakub Kaszuba to get pushed around the smart cage. Natan Schultz so good with the positioning, but will it be enough after eating all of those peppering shots? Those final few seconds tick away.
Good scrap, really close range. 179 strikes landed by Kaszuba, 82 by Schultz. 7 of 9 takedowns for Schultz, 1 of 1 by Kaszuba.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we turn to the judges' scorecards, where the judges scored this fight 30-27, 29-28, 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision. The Auditor, Jakub Kaszuba!
Jakub Kaszuba gets the biggest win of his pro mixed martial arts career. 16-0 now.
Sicchio in the blue. Here we go. Not bad. Heavy low kick there. And Kuba closes the distance.
Nice. That was a legal knee?
I think, okay, both of his knees were down. That was illegal.
Oh, I think he got hurt. Dance first minute. Nice level change. That's really good. Look off the cage. Got a
big takedown.
Really high level thing, man. Every time I watch these fights, he get better and better and better.
And this is what he does.
Really good. Control. You know.
Stays in control.
Use the elbow.
And just punishes.
Yes. Have to follow the hips. Make sure his hands is not on the mat. You see it? Yeah, good. Nico's been very active in the bottom.
Yeah.
Don't let Jacob get comfortable. That's really important. Oh, he got a turn? Oh.
Looking for it.
Yeah, he looked for it.
And he's out.
Yeah. He's doing a good job following the hips.
Kuba is a handful on top.
It is.
Cut through with the elbow.
Yes. A lot of people don't like, but I really enjoy see grappling control in transition, because being a fighter, I know how hard it is. You know, the same way how hard is performance as a strike. So people should appreciate more when you see it exactly. Look for a leg lock.
Trying to straighten that leg out.
Exactly. And he just try and post it up. You see it? Nice control, nice. It's really, guys, see, go back to the full guard. That's really high level transition, man. What a fight. Last fight was an amazing strike. Now this is amazing grappling transition.
Oh.
Ooh. That was good.
Stands him up.
Single leg.
Here they land right in front of us.
Thank down. Right here. Oh.
Looking for that arm. He pulls it out. Kuba doing a great job of maintaining that control, constantly pushing forward.
Yes.
Last few seconds here of the first round.
Great first round. Great first round.
Yeah.
A lot of high level grappling transition.
So we know Kuba's capable of doing that for all 3 rounds.
Yes. He
relentless pressure.
He have the conditioning. He have the pressure. He have the IQ. And Nico's doing a great job, man.
Yeah.
He don't sit on the battle. What's really important when you fight any high-level wrestler, grappler, don't let they control and get comfortable in any position. That's really important.
Nico breathing hard.
Yeah.
Or doing a breathing drill.
Let's see if Jacob gonna make sure he does what he told you. Gonna finish the second round. I'm excited for the second round. Second round, gonna speak up about the fight. Let's see.
Closes the distance the same way he did in the first.
Right away.
Nice knee to the body.
Bem heavy. Make sure Nico get tired in the arms. Using his elbows good.
What do you think Nico's got to do?
I think he have to keep like exactly. No, he need to control his distance, so you don't let Jacob get too close.
On that neck.
Yeah, he is. Good hand fights right there. Yes. Now he's gonna use the posture to keep it ground and pound.
Yeah, he's got him up against the cage.
And Nico cannot settle, man. Yes, have to push the hips, use the cage to get up. Mix his jiu-jitsu because it look like he have a good jiu-jitsu from the bottom. Yeah, if Nico wanna win this fight, he have to get back to his feet, keep the distance, use his jab.
Jumping for that leg again.
Yes.
Gonna straighten that out.
Oh, he's getting there. Nice defense.
Gonna step over.
He's
gonna take the back?
Yes. Feel like he have. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah. Oh, it's a
Wow.
great jiu-jitsu. That's really good. Like I said, man, it's him, but he lost the position again because he's tired.
Heavy shots there.
Really heavy. I think he give you everything to get that position. Now he lose and try to get the underhook, but Jacob is beat that.
Heavy hammer fist.
Have.
Pouring it on right now.
Yes.
And he's gonna get the stop.
Oh, he got the stop.
He gets the TKO.
That's a TKO. Great
We'll
fight.
hear the
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes and 33 seconds in round number 2, here is your winner by TKO and the new Combat Night Lightweight Champion, Jakub Kaszuba.